How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another UGS stream. Guess what? The UGS stands for different shit now. Woo! Welcome to our stream, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
We're working on Droian.
Wishlist now on Steam.
As we do every now and again, you know. I've been doing the visual storytelling, the environmental storytelling of Droian. I had to do this. I've been following this document that our good friend Satan is a trustworthy guy. He's got your back when you need him most. Yeah, I'm all the way not over there. I'm over here. Yeah, I just did some. In fact, I need to open Godot as well. Excuse me for a second. We want to go into Droian. I'll give you a quick glimpse of what the last thing I did. It wasn't on stream. I think it was during this week at some point. Okay, but anyways, I guess picking up on when we were. Here it is. Okay. For some reason, it didn't have the icon. But anyways, the last thing I was doing here is that I had gotten to the 30th upper tunnels access, you can call them that. And I didn't do a lot in this one. I have a few of these little dudes, which are like carcasses of the original species of this planet, because Droian takes place on a little planet moon thing that's been like completely infected or infested by this red virus thing that seems to be conscious and connecting all of its creatures. And these are some of the ones that just died in between and just weren't I guess the viruses didn't think they were worthy. They were just bodies at that point. But I have a couple of them. These are like the dead bats, and I have this little moment here which is like around this guy. It's like it was like one of the dudes that was just trying to get away from the mess, because this is near another room which is it's relatively big in the sense that it has a lot of ways out of it. Paths. And that one had, because it has a lot of paths, it had like the idea of it was that it has a lot of something happened there. They found something they didn't want to find, and big baddies came out, you know, as they do when you find something you don't want to find.
Yes.
Yeah, the clay clearing. Yeah, it's this whole ass area where they were digging through. There's still some of their machinery left around, and when they got up here, they breached into this pocket of infection that there was in this little part of this moon, and well, a lot of them were just killed in it, so much so that I had to make new body parts, because I only had like full dead humans and headless dead humans. I had to make little arms, little legs, you know, as one does. And yeah, the idea is that some of them went and ran in the opposite direction and went up that tunnel, and they ended up here. And this is one of them that just surrounded himself with as many explosives as he could to try and defend himself from the infected aliens or whatever was the monster spoopy threat that was coming after them. And this part wasn't in the environment, the storytelling doc, but it is something that is in my mind, that when I set this little corner up, is that I chose this sprite in particular that I already had of like astronaut with the glass helmet blown off, and my idea is that he was just in defending himself with as many explosives as he could. One of them went off on his face and he died there in the middle of the unused explosives. At least that's my headcanon for this little guy over here, but
Beautiful.
I don't know. Maybe the fandom will appreciate. I don't know. And now I was going to do this room over here. This room is an important room. It connects to this one up here. All the way up here. This connects to here. And the bottom here.
The music stopped, by the way.
Right. I forgot to do the thingy. Why is what? Go. Is this in random?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this? No, we want
can see the
to
buttons
rip
from
everything. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think it's good. I think it's good. Water. For those of you
Yeah, water.
who are
Let me see
suffering.
if those things are still working. Let me see. Let me bonk you, see what happens.
Why must I attack the bonk? I did hear the bonk. I heard that bonk.
Okay, bonk is working.
When everything else fails, bonk remains.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm gonna do the nasty.
Oh wow.
Why'd you have to use that audio when I was blowing my nose?
Try to cover it, maybe.
It was the audio.
Just tell you to drink water. That's it.
I guess that must have been it. But anyways, let's not get too unfocused. This room that connects to this room, because this is a little room that is where you find the mine bomb power. You know how in Metroidvanias you find powers, you know, that you gain and you become more powerful over time? This is one of them, and this one is specifically the mine bomb. You can get it whether or not you've already found the bomb shooty power. But the bomb shooty power is essentially your baseline, like, oh, a bad skitty thing over there, I shoot over there thing. This one is a little different. This is the mine one. You set it on the ground and you leave it there like a trap. So you can, in theory, like, if you think there's a dangerous area ahead or whatever, or you're afraid of the hallway that you're in, you can place a bunch of mines, and then if something scary shows up, you run back through those mines, and the baddies walk on them and they blow up. Sounds good. I hope people like that. I like setting up mines in games. It's a thing that I like. And that's what this little guy is. This guy is the where are you? Here. This guy is the, what do I call this? The upgrade station, per se, is where you get your power up. You know, where you gain that ability, in this case, to do the mine bomby, you know? Ba-bomb. So I didn't really know what to do with this in terms of environmental storytelling. Because the point is that you drop from above. Like, you can't get... You at this point in time, you probably can't come up from below. Because it's like... And this will be blocked, actually, as a rock, with a rock. So, without the other power, that is a later power in the game, the only way for you to get this power from below would be to, like, go all the way through the game without it, get the homing bomb power, which is later down the line in the game. Which is, that one is a bomb that you shoot upwards, and then it detects nearby enemies and shoots at them. If there's no enemy nearby, it just goes up. So in theory, you could use that one to come here and blow through the breakable block that's going to be here, and using your rocket's pants, you can maybe find a way to hop in the air up to here. But it's very unlikely. Like, yeah, I think that's like one of those speedrun strats that make no sense, because it's just costing you more time than just going up through the side here, you know? But you go in, and you'll have that bottom part blocked off, and you'll need to use the mine power to break it, destroy it beneath you, since no way in hell you can actually wall jump all the way up here. Because this is too wide. Ian doesn't jump this wide, I don't think. I'll have to check that, actually. While we're at it, since we're in the beginning, let me just open up just to check the size of that real quick. To see if I'm gonna need to alter that room also in terms of how wide, you know, how thick. Okay, let's go. We got a cool splash screen. We got Droian, and okay, this is the place where I saved. This is our currently only temporary save stations. But yeah. The direction that I want... Oh, by the way, you want to see the bodies? You want to see my loose limbs? I don't know how well they're... Yeah, look, there's a little arm, there's a little leg, and up here there's a head, and there's a torso. I hope people like the torso. It's very ripped. But I mean, it was ripped apart, so you know,
Also that.
might as well be also a pun, you know.
Balloons.
Oh, I also have these two legs that are still standing up, like they're leaning against that little block there. I like the standing up legs. That must have been Silent Hill 2, honestly. There were so many like standing up leggies, you know. All right, that was the rocket's pants power, by the way. I call it rocket pants. I mean, one could just call it rockets, but why not rocket pants? Ian doesn't get to have legs. Why can't we just give him pants then? You know? And these are just some rock formations here in the back. Okay, we got the little bat up there. Little cow head over here. Little bat. Okay, so we want to go up here. Okay, here's the dude that blew his face open. Hi, dude. Hey, dude. Okay, you go up here for this little tunnel. Okay, and up you go, and up you go. Oh, wrong way. Haha. I always fall for that one. I made that, and I always fall for it. Okay. Maybe there'll be a xenomorph fight up here too. You know, thought that corner would be good for that. Okay, here we are. Can I possibly? No, I can't reach the other side. How about if I just do this? Can I do this? I don't think I can. Aha, wait, I might be able to. Okay. Almost up. I made it all the way up. Okay, I'm gonna need to alter that so that you can't, because if you same wall jump in the same wall, you're gonna be able to get through it. Okay, good to know. And that's why you test your levels.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's just really quickly hop back to Aseprite, because I do need to. This is what I want to do with the day, and I want to do this part because. For that little mind bomb branch, he just said like, yeah, he fought like two dudes at the bottom, pile them up like they fell on top of each other, fucking idiots. And like, yeah, that's cool. I like that idea. That'll be a little silly, you know?
Yeah.
I like a little silly every now and again. I'm a silly boy. And I think something that will help with that, I already made one of them just lying down. I have that as an option, as a backup. And I think I can use this in other places too, you know? But now I need to make this guy up here seem like he's on top of this guy. Because if they fell on top of each other, what does that look like? I would assume just one of them's like, oh, on top of the other one, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need to fuck with the arm, I think. These arms are so bad. I hope no one notices these arms. I think my other loose arms are much better than these. But anyways, I started blasting. But no, I didn't start blasting. I just started taking away body parts. Can you please come with me? Come with me, arm. I'll show you the way into this man's nose. Okay, let me sprite that canvas, you know? Or canvas that sprite, if you will. Even if you won't, honestly, I don't care. Do whatever you want. I'm gonna be doing whatever I am doing. Which granted might be a little harder to define. What am I doing really? I am moving around pixels to try and make one dude look like he fell on top of another dude. I'm a dude disguised as another dude playing another dude. I don't actually know how the quote goes, but the quote lives in me. I feel it in my heart. Apologies to the massive Tropical Thunder fans. I think that's the name of the movie, right?
I think.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure.
I'm gonna choose to believe that it is. But I wish to choose happiness, you see. Because why would you choose sadness? Well, I guess sometimes it can be fun. I think that's why people watch depressing ass TV shows and movies and games and whatever.
Yes.
Like, for example, I really like platformers, but I haven't tried Celeste yet. Mostly because it kind of gives me the impression that it's just a very depressive game. I don't know. Do I want that in my life? You know? Then again, I do.
People say really good things about Celeste.
I know, right? Yeah, like I am very curious about it, especially with the I've seen the screenshots. You know, like it's got a very. I like the whole when it comes to like just platforms focused games. You know, platforming focused games. Because Metroidvania is about more than just the platforming. It's about exploring a world, right?
Yeah.
But platforming focused games, I do prefer it when it's kind of like that. You know, that it's like. It's not one screen, like a room of sorts, and you're just trying to figure yourself, how the fuck do I go from here to over there, you know? I really liked, what was the name? Super Dangerous Dungeons. One of my favorite games, indie games that I play on my phone. I actually think it accidentally introduced, I showed that game to my nephews, and they didn't know how to call it, so they just call it the Mario game. Because, I mean, technically, yeah, it's very Mario-ish, because you're just side-scrolling platforming. But honestly, it's harder than the side-scrolling Marios, at least most of them. But they got good at that game, man. They actually beat it. And got all the little secrets that you can find in the game.
Those boys smart.
Yeah. It's amazing how much young kids will actually appreciate a quirky little indie game, retro game, indie game, or whatever, instead of just like Fortnite. Though, to be fair, they have their own Fortnite. They have Minecraft. They're really into Minecraft.
Ah, the children and the minds.
Yes, they yearn for it. Indeed, they do. Like Black Jack so kindly reminded us in the movie.
Jack Black.
Oh yeah, I said Blackjack, didn't I?
I think that's a drink or a game.
That's a game.
Sure.
That's a game.
Okay.
That's a card game. I think that's the one where you're trying to reach 21 and not get over it, right?
I only know Balatro, honey.
Well, I know that Bender once said that he was going to make his own something with blackjack and hookers, so do with that information what you will. Water is important, you see, because if you do not consume the water, you become this strange one to be one of these Sean Connery, you know? That is trying but cannot. Simply, you know? Welcome to my last brain cells goodbye party. We're doing baby pizza, you know. I actually was gonna go to a work party today. Not party, dinner party. You know how they do that. Swear to God, that is one of the weirdest parts of being an adult. I will admit, like. Anyway, getting an adult that got one of those day jobs, you know, like it's, you seriously telling me I should just, I don't know, hang out with my coworkers in a company approved. There's a lack of naturality to it, is what I'm saying. You know, like I like the people. Don't get me wrong. And I like the company too. They haven't fucked me over like most companies fuck over their employees. So yay, but at the same time, just what is this? You know, what is it really?
Corporate world is weird.
I know, right? It's something. What was I doing? I want to do the arm, but I want to do. What was your thing? I think he had a bit of a pattern, right? He had a little ball. He had a little ball, you see. My boy. My boy! He had a little ball. And the little ball did the...
My ball!
My ball!
My balls!
My ball!
He's still alive. He is, ladies and gentlemen, probably.
Yes. As per last check-in, you know.
Marbles is still alive.
He probably gets asked that like every single stream because like I don't think people believe that the dog's gonna be alive between the streams. You know, like it's gonna be. But I mean, he's still going strong, man. Props to him.
I've seen a few clips here and there, and Julian does show Marbles in like at least one stream a week. They're like, "Hey guys, still alive, still alive," or mentions him in some way.
Nice. Okay. Just like a little Mubbles update, right?
Yeah.
Nice. God damn, this is weird. But there is something to be said about like how Marbles has become in my opinion, one of the more iconic internet dogs. You know, the way that he just became one of the iconic internet dogs by means of persisting. You know, the horrors persisted, but so did he, you know?
Oh yeah, Marbles is an icon.
Look at all the bad things in the world that have lasted in this world for as long as Mubbles. But Mubbles persists as well.
That dog was alive when I was in high school, man.
That dog was alive for World War II.
No, not World War II.
No, I'm kidding, just joshing. You.
I'm pretty sure Marbles is over 20 years old. Let me check real quick, because I'm curious.
Yeah, how old is he? Is he older than I am? 'Cause that would be weird.
Dog. H.
A little square with one little square. Here, yes. Look at my little square. Look at it, mama. Okay, something like that, but it did go up. It was more like a vertical thing. I haven't touched these guys' arms in so long. Wait. Did that sound particular? I said I haven't touched these guys' arms in so long.
Maybe.
Now I'm going like, Am I that person, the boil of life, you know?
Maybe.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah, this dog is old, man. He's 16 years old.
Hell yeah! Going strong. Sweet 16.
And he's still beautiful and strong. We're gonna get to 40.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Let's see over here. Yeah. This, the mouse pad that you got me, actually, I like it most of the time, but it's weirdly not good for drawing with mouse. Then again, most people would argue that drawing with mouse just isn't good, period.
And no man.
But I kind of dig it. There's a vibe to it, per se. You know?
Good.
And okay, that's what I needed from there. I want to just do another like this. Do a little square. Look at my square. Look at my square. My square is amazing. It is not that amazing, I know, but it's special for me, you know? I have an emotional attachment with this square.
Honey, do you mind that while I mod, if I play Baldur's Gate?
You can play Baldur's Gate anytime you want, honey.
It's a little bit of a headache, and it might entertain me enough for it to go away.
I don't know if headaches go away with entertainments.
Hey.
I don't know. Seems kind of sus. But anyways, not just me and you. Oh, oui. Je ne sais pas. Comme on va pas comme tu parles.
What don't you know? Just said je ne sais pas.
I just tried to have a sexy French moment with chat, with the stream. Why? Because I'm a sexy boy. That's why.
Why is the Steam Deck making? Oh, okay.
What is this?
Making wind but not turning on. It got me worried.
It does that sometimes. The Steam Deck, I really like it, but at the same time, it sometimes feels kind of shoddy, honestly.
Hey.
Like it's just in the amount of times where you click it to turn it on, and you're like, "Is it today? Is today the day that you perish, my friend?"
Nah.
Because you know, it's just, I think it tries to do a lot, you know, and it does most of it really good. I really like what it does. It's just that I don't know. I sometimes worry for its health, you know. And I'm not even doing much of any weird shenanigans with my Steam Deck. I'm not putting, like, I don't know, a bunch of emulators or whatever. Ooh, hit me with that sweet Steam sounds. The sounds of Steam.
With Pokemon out of the chat already because nobody's here.
You got Pokemon.
Yeah, I didn't tell you guys this. I installed a new thing on our chat that is the Pokemon community game, which is essentially like makes our chat a Pokemon game. Sometimes Pokemon just appear there and you can catch them.
Well, how do you catch them?
Well, by putting in the command to catch them.
Oh, okay.
And
So it's like a Pokemon text adventure in a sense.
yeah, but in our chat.
That's pretty cool.
I'm still learning what it does and stuff, but seems pretty fun.
Hey man, that's a great idea. I love that as like a really good. I love the shit that people can do with chats. You know, it's just mind blowing to me that at some point someone was like, you know, I know this is good for communication, but what if it also did funky shit? Okay, it's the moment of truth, everyone. Let's see if the shoe fits. Huh? Readable? Understandable? Confusing? Confusing, okay. Okay.
That leg, I don't know, that leg.
You don't like the
doesn't
leg?
really
What if
look
it's like this? You're eating his ass. Eat my ass.
Okay, can we please keep this a little more family friendly? YouTube is very annoying about that nowadays.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to eat the spaghetti.
We got a fucking bot. Bye.
Gosh damn it, bots.
We don't want no bot viewers. We want that human shit.
Oh yeah, that pure grade human interaction. It's quite the drug, you see.
But I think what wasn't reading for me is that like they didn't look like they were on each other. They looked like they were images on top of each other. You know, if you know what I mean.
But like they are.
Well, yeah, but you know, it's the illusion that you're trying to say.
I'm trying to understand how would they be on top of each other, you know? Like this?
I think it's the way the things are bent. Like, try to think, like, if you're throwing on a leg on top of somebody's head, like, I'm not gonna do my leg or else I'm gonna show my feet and I'm not doing that. But like, what is that? Oh, Baldur's Gate, okay. But if I do this with my arm on top of your head, like, it's gonna flop in some way, you know?
Right.
And gonna wrap around.
But is it really just a matter of making his leg? Because I can, like
you just need to wrap it a little.
If I make the leg drop, you think that would mean anything?
Yes, but then you need to work with the rest of the body as well, because you see, like, here being tall is fine because he's on top of the other guy's sternum.
Right.
But then here are legs, so his head would fall lower and would be more of a V.
Maybe fall between them too, right?
Almost, yeah, they could also happen like that. Like, you need to think of like the weights of the different parts of the body and how they interact.
I also need to bring the arm down a bit because it's going to be flopping more than that.
Yeah, because it's going to be on top of another body, so it's going to be falling. It's not going to be sturdy on the side.
Yeah.
My background in SFX coming through.
Let's go.
And also the amount of true crime I've watched.
She's watched them all.
Not all. A lot of disturbing documentaries that Mr. GG talks about, I refuse to watch.
Oh, right. Shout out to Mr. GG, one of our house. Who's that? Alright, not yet. Who's that bald capybara?
There you go, I just wanted to share that.
Hell yeah.
You always need to share the bald capybara when it happens.
Yes. It's not it's a bit of a rare species, you know. Okay, I think I'm gonna make this.
I love how mainstream capybaras became. I always loved them as animals. They're disgusting in smell, but they're so cute.
I know, right? And I mean, you were... How old were you when you first saw your first capybara?
Oh, bitch, I don't remember. They're all over the place in Brazil.
Okay. Oh yeah, they literally roam the streets like cows do in India, right?
Well, whoa, let's not exaggerate. Brazil is a fully like organized country and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not like that. You know?
Okay.
In some parts, yes, but not everywhere. You know, it depends because it varies a lot. It's a gigantic country that has a lot of different places, you know?
Yeah, a lot
but
of places.
in some of those, where there's forests and stuff, there's a lot of capybara. And I have lived in some of those, so...
Right, and you did live in some of those pretty early in your life too, right?
Also that, so, yeah.
Make the head just come down. It's gonna tilt you without you looking weird, my guy.
How come we that was... I just got...
Oh, come what? You're complaining about Lae'zel already, honey. You already...
No, she had to level up, and I was like, how come only Lae'zel leveled up? I was like, oh yeah, I just got her.
Yeah, she's just updating to the rest of everyone.
Yeah, I was like, oh come on, I want everybody else to level up. I killed 2 innocent people for the level up, come on.
Was it worth it?
Not yet.
But eventually, violence is worth it. You learn it here, folks.
No, let's not teach our audience that. No, we are pacifists.
Yes.
We are
We
pacifists.
passed that fist.
Can you knowledge on the Saints out once? Can you keep him
Slap that
inside?
chicken into being more.
Can you keep him inside till the D&D comes back, please?
Okay.
And also, I'd just like to share, since we are talking about D&D, I am playing as Ambrose. Is it showing? I don't know.
I'm waiting to check.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, sort of.
I am playing as Ambrose on Baldur's Gate 3. Thank you very much. I've created him.
It's very cool, very cool. My dude is very cool. What was I doing? Wait a minute. And I don't think he's been like quite the broken character in that sense. He's a lot more of a less optimized build, but like it's pretty fun. I don't know. I like him.
Baldur's Gate doesn't let you fully outright like build a fully broken character out of the gate, you know.
Right. That is true.
Like
that
some
is
are
true.
more broken than others, but most still leave you in the beginning, like feeling like you are in the beginning, you know.
Right. Feeling weak and scared.
Forgot to pay attention to who I'm supposed to defend. I think I'm just gonna kill everyone.
Aren't what? Do a quick save beforehand, you know?
I have the other save, it's fine.
Goddamn, she ballsy. She's feeling that
Oh,
ball.
it's the goblins. Okay, the goblins are attacking the thing. Cool.
Kick some goblin ass. Goblin ass, no. Goblin ass, no.
Can you stop? This goes on YouTube.
I need you to
I'm gonna
bonk me.
bleep
You need
shit.
me to bonk. You need to bonk me more often, honey.
Oh wait, there's Pokemon to catch. Wait, let me catch my Pokemon.
Catch that Pokemon. The Pokemon.
See, if other people aren't chat, you can catch Pokemon right now.
I don't know, man. I did come in at a very off schedule. I don't know if anyone's gonna show up, to be honest, but
I was gonna do something. I forgot. Okay.
don't worry. What?
I don't know.
Always do the things, guys. You never know when you're gonna forget them. And I think this part needs to go a little further down on the into the guy, you know. Okay. Something like that, maybe. Yeah. I think this is starting to look like something. At the very least, it's looking like something like a slight kink, you know?
Can you stop going sexual?
God, sexual! I
It is
cannot.
looking better. It is looking better. Like a lot better. Now it makes sense in my head.
Think I can throw it in and see how it
Yeah.
looks in game?
Yeah, I think that's good, honestly.
Okay. So, let's sprite that shit. Let's canvas that sprite.
I did not remember that Lae'zel did not come with Misty Step. How come, girl?
Yeah, see, that's something she needs to unlock as she levels up. Just the want to have OP characters from the beginning.
Well, yeah, you know me.
Yeah. I had the first time she played Breath of the Wild, it had to be on my save because she didn't have the patience for the beginning of the game of being underpowered in the beginning. So that's the lady. that's the kind of player she is, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. What was I doing? I want to do a PNG out of this. Yeah, baby. Let's PN that G. Do sentences. What are sentences? When you think about it, you know?
You are tired.
I am a little bit of a tired boy. But, you see, it is Friday, and soon I will be eating pizza. And that, my friends, is the motivation you really need in life. When you're in a tough spot, when you're in a tough moment, and everything is despair, you know? And you're not sure what you're gonna do next and what's gonna happen. Tell yourself and remind yourself you can have pizza that very day. Like, shortly from the point of despair, you could be having pizza, you know?
That's a good way of looking at things, I think.
So, like, no matter how tough it gets, you always have pizza. You can always get pizza. And at this point, it's like one of the foods that is easiest to, like, order, cook, have, like, in your freezer. Like, there's so many different quick ways of having pizza, you know? In that sense, I think we're very lucky.
And even if you want to make pizza, like, don't overestimate how doable it is to make a pizza. Like, I feel like a lot of people are intimidated because, you know, it is a dough that you need to, like, not only knead, but, like, you need to use, like, baker's, what's the thing, baking powder, but it isn't baking powder, it's, like, baker's rising thingy, it's like bread.
Right.
Baking powder.
Like
I don't know
baking.
how.
I think
don't know
it's
the name in
baking.
English.
It's a baking something. I
Yeah,
think.
I don't know the specific name in English, but it's the specific baking thing that you need to use that rises differently and yada yada yada. Like, I know it's intimidating. Baking is intimidating, but like, it isn't that hard, and it turns out so good, even if you fuck it up deeply. Like, I'm not like, pizza doughs are meant to rest on average from 6 to 8 hours before you finish up the pizza and put it in the oven with the ingredients to actually cook. I have made pizza doughs and let it rest for an hour, cooked it, and enjoyed it. Like, that's a major boo-boo,
Yeah,
and it still worked out, and it was pretty fucking good.
Honestly,
so.
I don't know if that's a bit of an exaggeration from like how people view what are the technical rules of it, you know? 'Cause I think there's a lot of rules and stuff that are just, you know, on the excessive side of things, just to make sure, you know?
It's true.
So I don't think it's actually needs to be that long, but I don't know. I'm not a pizza man. I'm a pizza consumer. So
Did you miss Shadowheart?
she always misses.
Why? My girl! Why?
You keep deluding yourself. She always misses.
I like Shadowheart, man. She sometimes does. It's fine. Then she has nothing to do in the bonus sections. Ambrose, please.
Ambrose, save us, as you always do.
No, not save us. We're pretty good, but like, still.
What was the name of that?
Can I make a cat?
A human.
Maybe the cat will help.
The cat.
No, it's probably.
Well, you can call the cat to call the attention and like make enemies waste their turn on the cat, but basically.
Do I want to do that though?
Yeah, maybe there's something more useful you can do. That is the real question here.
I think I'm gonna do a ranged attack to try to kill the fucking goblin that attacked me. So there we go, critical hit, beautiful.
Where are you?
Can I loot that body?
Where are you? Which one's...
Yeah, loot that motherfucker.
Wait, where's the name of them? Astronaut?
I can't reach him. I can see.
Astronaut? I called it astronaut lying.
Alright.
Let me rename that shit. Astronauts, plural, sir. Boom, baby. Okay, now let's put these guys over here. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need more room to have them here too. And to make the room not easy to get back up through the opposite direction, you know?
Makes sense.
I want to actually make people use the goddamn power to get out of here so they learn how to use the power, you know? Okay, so let's open this bad boy up. What stops the wall jump? If I wall jump on the same wall, yeah, I think it's gonna. I have to make it like wider, yes, but also I need to add some more, like some protrusions. I think this will help me. Like this sort of shit. I don't think you can wall jump over that because it doesn't give you enough surface area. Let me see. Save that. Shit. Save everything. I don't care at this point. Alright, let's see how it looks. I am gonna have to move the little hole probably. Because I don't think I can put these guys. Excuse me, sir. Wait, I forgot to do something.
You forgot to take off the splash screen.
I don't know how to take off the splash screen. I don't have that in my version.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay, let me just fix this beforehand, because I know I'm gonna have to fix this. So I'm gonna do this, and pull this guy over here. Yeah, I think that's good. I can move this guy to the right. All the way over here. Okay. Yeah, like that. Okay. Now let's go to the previous scene. This one. So let me just say all scenes to make sure that all the scenes are updated. Okay. Now show me that shit, Metsis. There you go.
Beautiful.
Metsis sometimes can be a little bit of a bitch, but when it behaves, it does. It is pretty practical when it does behave. I can do that. I can deal. I could go with that. Right?
What?
That's a relatively.
I could go for that.
I could go for that. That's a relative.
Too big in comparison to, like, try to think of the scale maybe?
What?
Or is it too crammed? Nah, I think that looks good though. I'm just questioning random shit.
I'm noticing. I don't think you're going somewhere with the.
I'm just taking questions.
Hey, I'm just asking questions. Imagine walking into a building and like asking just random questions, but in an investigator sort of tone, you know? So, where were you on the night of the 27th? I was home. Why?
No
reason.
reason.
Just checking. I'm just asking questions over here.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go over there. We're here in the dig site. Let's go, we'll go, baby. I can go for that. So we go here, okay, we want to go up this wall, okay. Hi, guy. Hello, sir. We could, it would be kind of cool if we had a wave button.
Hi.
Hi. Just to say hi. I guess I could have done that as the idle, that if you wait too long sort of idle, you know?
I can do that still.
Yeah, we could. That is a second.
Good idea.
That's an extra idle, right?
A second idle.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to program, I think.
Ah, I can still climb. I'm too good. Wait. But if I do this, yeah, I can do that. If I do. I think it's a matter of just making the first part of the hole tighter and then drastically opening, and that should work in terms of, because if I get, like right now, Like, I'm getting a little bit of difficulty getting up there. But I'm only getting up there because I can do this and hovering and this. If I make it be a lot narrower of a passageway, even with the hover jump, it would be too difficult to get to do, I think. Also, I think these guys do look good. Yeah, my dudes look cool. I think you can understand that it's two astronauts that fell on top of each other.
Yeah.
I hope people don't think they were having sex or something.
Not all people have the mindset you do.
Apologies. You have to foresee the internet.
What minutes?
Yes. You gotta be ready for everything.
Oh shit.
Ooh, what if I do this? Maybe that does something. Let me see. Let's test that out. Test it out. Let's
What
go.
are you doing?
I'm dying. But only in a slightly...
You're almost at an hour. When
Almost at an hour?
You can stop.
Alright. One last check then to see if... I think that probably works. What I did there. Let's go. Gotta go faster. Okay, let's go. I do really like the self-wall jump. The single wall jump. Okay, let's go. No, not you. I want to go there. Yeah, there. Okay. Okay, we're down here. Let's see. Can I get up there? Okay, it's pretty tough. Let me see if with... Okay, I think I might have gotten it, guys.
Hell yeah.
Give me a sec. Fuck, I need to recharge it. Recharge, Rocket Pants! I command you. And you, sir, why are you on top of this, sir? How are you? What have you done? Let's go. Probably recharged, I think. God damn it, I don't think it... Yeah, I don't think it's doable. Okay. If it is doable, then it's like... It'll be some kind of like really hardcore, you know, speedrunner, and I don't know if we're gonna get someone that intensive, you know, because that's sort of usually the sort of shit that you get when you're like a long running franchise, you know.
True.
Let's go. Okay. Yeah, I can't reach it. I think it's good. Exactly as I want.
If you can't do it, I'm pretty sure ain't nobody can.
Yeah, my hand hurts a little from that, so that is a good sign.
It's a good amount of hard.
It's a good amount of hard, exactly. But yeah. Look at us. We got a little stew ghoul over here. We're red now. We're spooky. We've been up to stuff. You can check our website. We got more ghoul stuff in our website now. Check out our games, check out our website. Wishlist Droian. You know, it's got cool spookies. A little dude. Look at the little dude. He's saying hi. Come say hi. Give him a shot, you know? Wishlist Droian. Be cool. You know?